What is going on, everybody? You know, is my mic pack even on? Yeah, it is. Okay. My mic pack is on. I actually did stuff right. What's going on, everybody? Welcome to the special. You know, I want to say every time special, but it's not really special. Welcome to Friday. It's just welcome to the Friday episode of Robeytech Live. It's so good to see you guys and welcome everybody. It's the next week is the last week of October for streaming, right? So we actually ended up getting 2 streams in. Right, I got back from Twitch and we gave the team a break, but we got 3 streams for next week. We're actually going to be running 5 streams next week, I think is the way it works, because there's 2 that Brian's not a part of, which is why he's like, wait, what? So we have the gaming stream on Tuesday, and then we'll have an Amazon Live on Thursday, which is the hope. But it's a non-special episode, but it's super good to actually have you guys here. Next week we're going to be doing the Haven build. We actually should be doing an AP35 build. And I'm trying to remember there's one more build that we're doing next week as well, and I don't remember what's off the top of my head, but maybe it'll be the 011 Mini V2. I don't know, we'll have to figure it out. We'll figure it out. We'll do something, but there's gonna be 3 builds next week, which would be super fun. I hope you guys have been enjoying that. We're also, we do have regular internet. So we are streaming at 1440p and the bit rate is 8,000, right? So we turned it up. We turned it up to the next level just to see how that was. Do you want to turn on the fan? I guess we didn't turn the fan on, but all in all, like, we turned it up to the next level. So hopefully the stream continues to get prettier and prettier as we go through here. But today, huge shout out to ASUS sending us the AP202 case. And then the other thing that they also sent us was their brand new LC360 ARGB LCD AiO. So we have this AiO. Plus we also have, and the case, which are both new-ish. I think the AP202s, I think this has been out a while. The one thing that's really crazy about this case though, and I remember seeing it, I think it was Computex last year was the first time I saw it, but this whole like little separated area right here, and you can actually put fans here, so it has an area to actually draw air in into the case to cause additional airflow for your GPU, or your GPU will just be able to draw air down here from the bottom. So all in all, pretty cool, right? It also looks cool. And the first thing Brian said is he was like, ooh, it's got the curved glass, which honestly I think has been a thing, but I really enjoy now that they have this curved tempered glass as well. It's a very attractive case, and I really do like the way that it looks. So I'm excited to get it built and actually get something inside of it and see how it performs. It'll be interesting to see. I wasn't planning on putting any bottom fans in, but again, we'll see what the performance is like, and then we'll see if maybe you do need some bottom fans. The case is micro ATX, so it'll be an MATX case. It is pretty small comparatively to some of the other ones. Good eye, Turdog, good eye, which will be great. Let's see what she says. Can you update YouTube description from ASUS? Yeah, I can. Thank you. I will get that done right now. Blondie, let's not. Okay. Okay. I don't like. If we don't have it. I guess the short thing is that I hate doing this in the middle of a stream, and I'm trying not to do that stuff. So if we're not ready or something like that comes in, let's just try and avoid it, and then you guys can update it on your end. But let's not try and stop the stream to do it. But I'm doing it now anyway, even though I'm telling you that otherwise.
I saw in the chat, Shogun was asking if there's pre-installed fans, and it looks like
there is some pre-installed fans, yes.
Yeah.
So there is some pre-installed fans. Okay, so the cooler is the ASUS Prime LCD, and here's the link. And then it actually does update the price, so the price is up by an extra $40, but I think that still takes it to, I think it sticks to $22.90, so I think we're okay. I think we're still fine. I said $2,300, so we're okay there. Okay, yeah, so I was still good. Okay, so there we go. Okay, so now it's updated, all the prices are good, and all that sort of jazz. Okay, so anyway, build is there. We're just getting a look at you. Oh, are you just showing people the camera? I was wondering what you were doing.
Sorry about that. I thought I had pressed
he was like, hey guys, look at the image that's on my camera. And I was like, oh, okay, cool. So DJ Techno, you know what? Funny enough, Brian and I were talking about this right before we did the stream. And I was like, I'm going to do the same costume that I did last year, because I really like that costume. And I spent a lot of money on that costume. And I feel like I want to get but And so I will do the Hufflepuff thing again. It is happening. Halloween is happening on an Intel Mod Workshop. So Mod Workshop is kicking off next week. So the plan is to dress up for Mod Workshop. But Brian, like, just so you know, I bought that costume when I weighed about 40 pounds more than I do now, and I still have about 50 pounds to go. So I think I might have to retire it this year, right? Or just go to Universal Studios and buy another one. But Brian has like been saying, he's like, you could borrow some of my costumes. And so he did like, What About Bob? He's got a banana guy. So I don't know, maybe next year. I really kind of want to do a full Jedi one. Like I really do want to get like a really nice Jedi one. Would be kind of cool because I do have a lot of lightsabers. So next year will probably be the year of like the change, but you know, we'll see how it goes from there. What are you doing with the build from yesterday? Dylan Jenkins asks. More than likely. So the review's coming. The review's coming for the Air 5400. Let me just say it is probably one of the best performing cases we've tested, and more than likely I will turn that into my full replacement rig is my plan. I would rather the build be a 9070 XT. That's totally fine. And the Machismo? How would you say that, you think? M-A-C-H-I-S Machismo? Anyway, point being, I could speak here all day saying your name wrong every time. That's totally okay. And again, that's fine. The good thing is that I will say something that's batting for the 5070 Ti is you can now get them below MSRP. The 9070 XT is still more expensive, and there are many cases, in most cases, that the 5070 Ti still outperforms the 9070 XT. And the price is now better on the 5070 Ti. But if you are Team Red, totally okay, and if that's what you'd rather have, that's completely nice. That's completely okay. A candy for chat on Halloween. How do you get candy to you guys? Oh, machismo. Thank you very much for letting me know. Well, I mean, it is true. In most cases, the 5070 Ti does outperform the 9070 XT, and it's cheaper now. So, I mean, it's just I'm spitting facts, right? I'm not lying, right? No, the $2,300 is not including tax because again, not every place has tax, so we do it pre-tax. If you were going to buy it in Oregon, yes, it'd be $2,300. If you were going to buy and build it yourself, then you would have to pay tax depending on where you are. So. But let's talk about the build. Oh, I see. Oh, that was Nate's. I like it. I liked Nate's. I didn't give you enough credit. Dad, I give you dad like vibes. That was awesome. Good job. Okay, let's talk about the parts that we're putting inside of the build. Starting with something that everybody does like, which I'm getting mad at myself because typically I would not do this. Okay, this would not be the right CPU to pair with this GPU. I just want to start with that. I did not have a 9700X, which is the CPU that I would have paired with this, because the real option to do with the 5070 Ti or the 9700X is the 9070 XT. Is the 9700X. Because the price difference is usually pretty close enough, maybe not quite, that you should just buy a 5080 at that point in time. So 7700X, 9700X, something like that would be a better option here versus doing the 9800X 3D. But given I've got like 5 of these and you know everybody loves 9800X 3Ds, why not throw it in here? But if I were gonna recommend this build to somebody else, try and spend the money on getting up to a 5080. You're going to get much better performance out of a GPU, a higher end GPU, than you will spending it on an X3D CPU, especially at 1440p and 4K. But that is it. And then we'll do a dad joke. Because why not? Here's the dad joke, Brian. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you ready?
I haven't stretched at all.
Okay. What do you call a pile of cats? A meowton. Okay. A meowton. Okay, so that was where it was. Okay, so there it is. So there's our CPU. For the motherboard, we just used this actually, just the other day. And we're gonna use it again. The TUF Gaming B850 plus Wi-Fi. Somebody had asked, and we got a video that's coming out for this for one of our short forums. What's the difference between B850, B650, B550, blah, 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 blah. And oh, wow, K-Solis. Thank you very much for the K-Solis bought the Robeytech Origin PC, so thank you very much for that and the 5 gifted subs. The newer chipsets, things like they'll sometimes have Wi-Fi 7. The newer chipsets have things like more PCI 5. And this one has quite a bit of Wi-Fi. This only has Wi-Fi 6E. This has a number of USB, more PCI 5 lanes, all that sort of stuff. Every time you have a newer chipset, it's usually newer next-gen lanes. And you end up having fewer sacrifices when you use new, like if you were going to use a PCI 5 NVMe drive, there's not as much bifurcation and stuff like that as well. So anyway, B850 plus Wi-Fi, beautiful motherboard, and is going to go great with our ASUS TUF Gaming RTX 5070 Ti, right? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful GPU. Pairs well. We got ASUS, which means we're only installing Armoury Crate. I know some people say they hate Armoury Crate, but ever since they went to the SE version of Armoury Crate, making it much lighter, taking the driver stuff out of it, it's much faster to install, the overhead is much better, and it continues to get better. So I actually feel like ASUS is listening to customers and making it better. If Corsair could just fix iCUE, the world might be perfect. But then again, that might also bring up our Armageddon, guys. So we have to have something. We have to have something to complain about. So there it is, our ASUS TUF RTX 5070 Ti for our cooler, new. So they do have the ASUS Prime LC360 ARGB. It's regularly $114, so it's actually a nicely priced cooler for ASUS specifically. This one is actually the Prime LC ARGB LCD. This one is $159.99. I think $159. Oh. Yeah, $159 or $149.99. We just got the price for that. Yeah, all in all, it's got a screen. We're going to see how it's controlled, all that sort of stuff. It's new. We haven't actually done any performance testing against this yet, so that's going to be on the list for us to do. But there you go, right there. I am kind of bummed about this, though. I will give it feedback on this. Check this out, dude. It does have pre-applied thermal paste, but it's round. And I'm not the largest fan of little circle dots. Yes, it'll cover it. More than likely, Temple will test it with pre-applied thermal paste, but I prefer square cold plates with lots of coverage and then the entire IHS being covered versus only partial IHS being covered, both with Ryzen and Intel. So I think that's the only thing I'm seeing right now that would be like, eh. Distobi says, is ASUS sponsoring? No, ASUS just sends me free parts. But all in all, they are not sponsoring today's streams, and I'm allowed to say whatever I want to say because we want to give you the honest thing. For the PSU, it's not ASUS. It's actually Corsair, the RM850E. Main reason being is that I love the cable combs on this thing. It allows me to keep it clean, keep it looking nice, and all in all, it saves me from having to buy cable extensions. If you wanted to go a little bit more polished, you absolutely could. But it's like in the end, if money is trying to save, if you're trying to save money, then anything that you can do to save money, like use the cable combs that are built into a PSU like this, you can. That's $30, right? Potentially, if you're going to do, if you were going to do Asia Horse cable extensions. For our RAM, I don't know why we chose this one, but we'll go with it. I might go grab a different RAM. Okay, so we got MP Core 600 XT, 2 terabyte, and I'm gonna go grab a different RAM kit because this is an Intel XMP. I'm gonna grab an Expo one real quick. And then G-Skill Trident Z5 Neo, 6,000 mega transfer DDR5 is gonna be our second one here. And I know we have some right here. Yep, here we go, 6,032 gigs. Yep, there we go. Got it. We can just go into the part. We can just go into our little mini micro center and pick up more RAM. And there's all the parts, guys. And look, it's like, I don't know if you saw this, Brian, but it's like, it's exactly even with the case. Watch out for the cord. But also, it's exactly even with the case, guys. Look at that. That's some staging right there. All accidental, by the way. So, well, okay. It's not their fault. So when I originally had picked all the parts for this, I had picked a DDR5 Z5 Neo kit, but it was white. I said, hey, go grab another one, and they just happened to grab an Intel XMP. So that's what I was fixing. What exactly are you referring to with RAM clicks? Oh, you'll see, Vico. It'll make more sense. So this is Tetris. I did really good. Right now I got a Tetris. Dun, 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 and then this would all disappear.
It would be cleared lines.
It would be clear. Yeah, it would have cleared it all the way, right? So, anyway, there we go. Let's get this out of the way and let us start the building process. That's because DDR5 and storage is just getting more expensive. Blame AI. AI seems to be the reason for everything. So, unfortunately. Let's see here. Okay, here we go. Yeah, you want to guess the decibel level when I click in the... were you raising your hand? Okay. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, guessing the decibel level of the RAM when I click it into the motherboard. It's a fun little game that Blondie gets wrong almost every time, but it's a game nonetheless. But maybe, you know, every once in a while, she's right. And a lot of people lose money. So I think it's a racket.
Points, right? There's not actual gambling going on.
So did we, there's no actual gambling. So Blondie, do we have numbers for today's clicks? Everybody's like, Blondie immediately gets support. Like the moment I say anything, Blondie's the best. She saved my family from a sinking battleship. RAM clicks is done. What's the number, Blondie?
Wow.
95.5. Now this is an actual, you're actually gambling today. Do you have room full of ASUS TUF Gaming GPU 5070 Ti's? I actually have like 3. So I actually have more than I thought I did. So I do have more than I do. But every time when you guys, Braxel, when you guys do a commission, like we buy new hardware, right? So we don't use our stuff. We use new stuff, right? So everybody says leave Blondie alone. Blondie could start a cult and you guys would all join it, and it's true. Not that I'm recommending Blondie join a cult, start a cult. Let's not do this. This is for you. It's low and original. Thank you very much. I don't know how to take that. I don't know if it's in a good way, a bad way. I'm not sure. So, anyway. Robes, have you been examining the inconsistent painterly background changes of the Sora AI videos? No. I have watched them and I saw... Brian hasn't seen the one that I just sent this morning to people. And all I was looking at was the awesome corgis. Here we go. There it is right here. So Brian can see it. It was awesome. Let me find it here. That's favorites. Here it is, Brian. You ready? Oops. Close. I'm gonna pause it so I can turn it up. Because the voice was what made it so good. I don't know why the voice isn't playing. It's so good, right? I don't know if you meant to switch, but you're not switched. Okay. So yeah, it was just me playing with corgis.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah. And actually, I don't know why there's no volume, but... Oh, that's why.
This is the best day ever! Oh, little corgi babies! Oh my gosh, there's so many! Hi, puppies! Oh, I can't even handle this! This is the best day ever! Oh, little corgi babies! Oh my...
No, my iPhone is not turning pink because I have it in an orange case.
That's fun.
So, anyway,
Funny
I thought it was amazing. So I honestly have not paid attention, honestly, at all, DJ Tech now. So it was cute. Come on, man.
Yeah,
I like it.
yeah,
I like doing stuff that's completely dumb. Like I have one of me pulling my pug over for street racing. You know what I mean? It's like they're nonsensical.
We could just get that with like a bunch of little Robey cats.
So Yusuf, because the extreme version performs worse than the regular version. The Ryujin 3 ARGB is better than the extreme. The performance is not as good on the extreme version. We saw worse performance, and for the extra money. At least some people are buying the orange to do it on purpose since it doesn't exist. I didn't know you could make it pink. I did see the headline about that, but I didn't see that it was actually happening. So, or how it was actually happening. Okay, here we go. What's up, Fozzie? If you had 12K for just a tower, would you buy one now? Okay, so here's the deal, Heartbreak. I love this question. Let's just focus on me here for a second. I love this question. Here's the deal. Whether you spend it now or you spend it later, all in all, the difference you're going to see, like odds of something like a 5090 Super coming out, pretty low. So if you're like, all in all, if you're going to buy a 5090 and a 9800X 3D versus the 3D V2 or whatever it was that's coming out later on, yes, there will be some performance jump. And all in all, especially at 1440 and 4K, the CPU will matter less, so might be 2 to 3%. So I would rather, if it comes down to do you need 2 to 3% more or not? If you don't, then you can buy it now. If you think you're going to need that extra bit of performance, then I would wait. But I don't think at the high end where you're talking about at your price range, you're going to see the kind of uplift you want versus buying now or buying later. Regardless, whether you buy it now or buy it later, there's always going to be something better, and you could have this argument in perpetuity. If you need the system now, buy the system now. If you have the money now, buy it now, because in a lot of ways, GPUs and all of those things are going to be at the best prices. As NVIDIA or whomever, as they start to phase things out, they start to phase out the older stuff, and sometimes that means the prices can go up. So that's my 2 cents on it. All right, so here we go. But if you're going to spend $12K on a tower, I'd love to know how you spent $12,000 on a tower, because I'd like to know what you bought. I mean, it might be Gen 5 storage, buying a bunch of 8 terabyte Gen 5 NVMe drives, but, or, a Falcon Northwest system, right? Like maybe that's something you just want to buy, like what is the Ferrari of systems? But I'd love to know what you actually spent your $12K on. Yeah. And that's usually, honestly, like, so what Ghost just said, that's usually some of the times the best time to get it is right before you know that they're going to announce everything else, because prices have a tendency to react to market information, right? So if nobody knows or there hasn't been a full announcement, that's usually when you'll get the best price. So do not pair a 9800X 3D. A 9800X 3D is not, okay, a 9800X 3D is not a streaming CPU. 9800X 3D is a gaming CPU. If you don't spend the money on a 9800X 3D, if you're going to game or stream at 1440p or 4K, spend the money. Instead of doing a 9070 XT with that, do it with a 9700X, or yeah, with a 9700X. You do not need to buy a 9800X 3D. They're very expensive. You can get a 7800X 3D, but again, for anything that's going to be content creation, you want the additional processing that comes with like a 9700X or more like productive focus CPU. So 9070 XT with a 9700X, 5080 with a 9700X, 5070 Ti with a 9700X. And understand, 9070 XT is not the least expensive. The 5070 Ti you can actually now get below MSRP, and you could save that, and you can get a 9700X if you wanted to do that. Or better yet, see if you can get a 5080 for below MSRP, which you can do as well. So yeah, so does a 9700X. You can do the same thing though. The 9700X, you can do a $3,500 dual tower and a 240mm AiO as well. The 9800X 3D is not a good value. It's a good value if you're a 1080p gamer, but all in all, there are better chips for better prices. And any one of them, a CU7 you could do with a 240mm AiO, and you can get that for even less. Yeah. Hey, Crash, V2010, that's awesome. That's amazing. My brother is saying that you are the chat GPT of the industry. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing.
Yeah, I think that's got to be a compliment.
I think maybe. So going for that.
How else would you find that information? Like, you can't just Google.
Yeah. I'm not, guys, look, if you buy a 9800X 3D, you shouldn't go and be like, Robey, there's nothing wrong. I'm putting a 9800X 3D in this right now. And again, if you want the best gaming chip, the 9800X 3D is the best gaming chip. It just may not be the best place to spend the money. And if you are streaming and making content creation, the 9800X 3D kind of fits in that category, but a 9700X is just a kind of a better purchase. So yeah. Robey GPT. Pretty sure Org right now is like, I don't know if I want to buy that. I don't know if I want to subscribe to that. I don't think I've ever opened this. This is brand new RAM. Wow! Almost died.
It's like Halloween themed stream.
Yeah, I almost stabbed myself with a very pointy knife. Do you see how fast I was? Yeah. It's no, it doesn't. It doesn't. It just isn't good at. It isn't the best at productivity. So if you're going to do streaming and content creation, then you want the productivity. You know what I mean? 3D Vcache. Don't get me wrong. There are very like. Everything in PC gaming and PC building is nuanced, right? Like that's just the truth. And there are going to be certain circumstances in certain games that you could play that the 9800X 3D might be the most baller option, even over getting something like a 5080 Ti or a 5070. You know what I mean? Or sorry, 5080, not a 5080 Ti. I'm making up stuff as I go. It's very nuanced, but generically, at the most general level, the thing that you want to spend the money on is optimizing for as much GPU as you potentially could get. Right? That's what you want more than anything. I feel like there's this false information where CPU has to be as good, if not better, than the GPU. And if I get a 5080, then I have to have a 9800X 3D or whatever it was. When in the end you can get a 7700X or anything that puts you on an AM5 platform at that point in time and be completely capable. And at 1440p 4K, you're talking about a 9700X versus a 9800X 3D. Realistically, is about 2 to 3% in holistic cases for gaming between their performance at 1440p and 4K. So if I can save a couple $100 and take that $700 and make it $930, now I'm spending $50 more and I'm getting a 5080. That is going to be a much bigger jump in performance, and with DaVinci Resolve, going to be much better than the render performance I'm going to get in any CPU if I was going to do video editing and stuff like that. So that's the point I'm trying to make is just don't just go good for the best. Really try to maximize your money, filling in the bars that are going to give you the best rate, if that makes sense. People told me I was bottlenecking my CPU with a 2070 Super. At 1080p, that could be true. And at 1080p, you can bottleneck a lot of things with certain GPUs. I mean, like, there are GPUs that a 5090 will absolutely be bottlenecked, etc. You know what I mean? So, okay, here we go. We need to go to the top. We actually need to build some. I'm in rant mode. Okay, here we go. So let's see, 95.5. New RAM kit. New RAM kit. 94.7. 94.7. Wow, that was close. That was close. There we go. The 5000 series run warmer. The 7000 and 9000 got way better from that standpoint. Okay, here we go. 93.9. Did not hit it, guys. What? Did not hit it. I even I lifted to make that happen, and it did not happen. I even lifted.
I feel like for this segment we almost need like a 2-camera shot where it's like side by side. Like
yeah, to show me like
full body.
Yeah, full
but
body.
Also,
like
just
I'm like pile driving. It was not rigged. He saw me. Yeah, the 5000 series had a tendency to be warm, and honestly, as AMD continued to make them better, the 9000 series is far more efficient and less and more cool, which is great. So, oh, I need this. Nope, I don't need that one. I need this one. I didn't stretch first. That was probably, you're right. That was probably the extra half a decimal. Yeah. Actually, that's not true. I did stretch because I went to the gym this morning and I was doing wind sprints and I fell. And I was like, and my wife got mad at our trainer a little bit. Because I was like, I don't think I can go that fast. He was like, you can go that fast. And then he started racing me and he was way faster than me. And then so I tried to go faster and then totally fell. This case is the AP202. We used to call them wind sprints. It's where you sprint backwards and then you flip around halfway and then run full bore into the wall. Yeah. So. Next RAM click will be 50. Watch me miss it. I think I can handle it, Blondie. Can you handle that? Yeah. No, not flips. I wasn't doing flips. Guys, I'm not that young. Wow. You guys think highly of me. This case is the ASUS AP202. I didn't get all the packaging stuff out of this. The Lianli A3. I haven't tested it. I haven't tested that one yet, and so I don't have a solid answer. Dad joke from Braxel. Okay, we got another dad joke here. Okay, there we go. It feels like the stream's holding up.
Yeah. And it's staying snappy.
One-handed sandwich lift. That's what Brian's good at. Did you bring a sandwich today?
I did not.
Okay, because he's like,
I've got soup and I've got...
oh, that's right, because you still can't really.
I mean, I can-ish. I just didn't have time. I ran out of time when I was getting out of the house.
So what soup did you bring today?
Chicken noodle.
Oh, dude, that's a solid choice.
Yeah. I also have like a Fairlife and a Chobani drink.
Yeah, it is better than the last stream. So he does, but you do the one-handed sandwich lift from time to time.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love sandwiches, guys. I'll be honest, sandwiches make me happy. I might do a sandwich today.
I even have croissant bread at home.
This music is the Halloween stuff, guys. Okay, here we go. Next, dad joke. I tell dad jokes, but I don't have any kids. I'm faux pas. But I have kids, so I'm not faux pas. I love a good sub. Okay, guys, here's a question. Best place to get sandwiches? Like, where's your top sandwich location? That is the question. That is the question. Where is your top sandwich location? And if I came to visit you, would you take me there? Quiznos, I like to mean when it's close to us. Quiznos, Subway, Tesco. Nobody said Marks and Spencer's yet. It's UK. Local po' boy shop, dude. Po' boys, ugh. Cubanos. Burger. I don't know if that's a sandwich. That's a burger.
Are we on the hot dog is a sandwich kick too?
No, but you know what? By the way, guys, can I just show? You know what I just bought, Brian? I think you'd be proud of me. I gotta show you this. Okay, I just bought something, guys. I'm gonna grab my.
It's gonna take a lot.
Huh? It's probably not gonna impress you. You're right. But I'm pretty happy about it. I'm pretty excited about this, guys. I just got this. I'm very excited about it. Very excited about this. He's gonna go to capture here in a minute once I get the Falcon up. I will. It's not green yet. It's still off. Okay, here we go. Not yet, not yet. I want you to be surprised when I show you this thing that I got. I'm very excited about this, guys. Okay, you ready? Go to capture. I just got this. Very excited about it. It's an Oscar Mayer hot dog cooker roller.
What?
Very excited about this. Just ordered it. It'll be here on Monday. Yes. Yes.
This is a disgusting abuse of freedom.
What?
I'm just kidding.
Dude, roller? Come on, man. Roller hot dogs? I'm just saying. I'm ready to try a bunch of different things on this. Look at it. It's got 1,929 ratings and it's a 4.3 star, right? So hot dogs are not gross. Dude, hot dogs are the nectar of the gods. I don't know what you're talking about.
I mean, you could put, some higher end.
You could, yeah. I mean, you could. I did buy some Oscar Mayer to start with, but it's maybe some Hebrew National, right? Like there's some. Dude, I've been on a hot dog kick recently, and all in all, they don't track too bad, right? From a health standpoint, yeah, like pretty excited about that.
The big question is, does Brenda know that you've done this?
Oh yeah, she does, and she laughed at me so much. But she was like, you know what? You don't like she's like, at least it's not a car and it's not Lego, right? Like she was like pretty happy about the fact that I bought something so not outside of the thing. So yeah.
The price tag was fine.
It's 53 bucks, right?
Yeah.
it wasn't anything crazy.
It's just how quickly is it going to find the dumpster like your bread maker did?
Oh, well that was terrible. And I still make bread. You know, it's funny. It's like I did think about we're having an adult evening tonight, and I did think for that. I was like, I should have done like a full blown like homemade sourdough, but then I need a starter, and I don't have a starter. And by the way, Brian had very specific rules. I was like, yeah, I hope they sell that at Safeway. So Igor has a hot dog roller. Of course he does, right? Because Igor's cool. Okay, here's our. Okay, I see you. I see you. I see you, ASUS, making me. This is awesome. This is the one size fits all. So this is going to work for anything. So it's got the standard, the new ASUS mounts for their AiO, which is going to make it great. Now remember, I see all the. I think all of the stuff for this is going to be in the Intel one. So they always put it in one or the other. Robey just has half a dozen PCs around his house. Hell, I have 3 PCs in my room, but only 2 are hooked up. Yes, I do have way too many PCs in my house. And but I use a number of them. I do try to use.
You could somehow attach it to a build, like it's a hot dog warmer and
PC build.
And yeah,
If I could find a way to do that.
you could warm the hot dogs with a Ryzen.
Ryzen wouldn't be the right option. Like, we'd have to go back to like 14th gen or AMD 5000 series to really kind of make it work. But yeah, I see what you're saying. I got this in a bag. Was it? They must have been in this bag. Okay. Turgok still wants to get into my storeroom. Yeah, I don't want to think about how many PCs, laptops. I just don't want to think about it. It's all good, and that's okay. I don't have to think about it. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's get this off and get this prepped. I don't clean them. I just throw them away and then get a new one. That's fine, right? Oh, I like how, like, now Igor's taking me to the next level. He's like, you know, hot dog roller is also great for taquitos. So is an air fryer, though. Oh man, that almost didn't come out. I thought I might have stripped that. I think I might have stripped that a little bit. Okay, ASUS, those are really tight. Okay, that one came out better. Brats would be good, but though, like, I will say, I hadn't done the beer brats before and then finally did them, and I was like, doing a beer brat style actually makes a big difference in terms of taste versus doing like a roller. Hot dogs and rollers are just, it works so well together. That's my 2 cents, right? But
I think you're just one step away from buying a 7-Eleven.
probably, yeah. No, I'm not gonna buy a 7-Eleven. That's too much work. Okay, CPU goes in the middle. It literally shows you CPU in the middle. That's kind of cool. I will say, I did like one time, I got really brave and bought like one of those like chimichangas from 7-Eleven. I regret that decision even today. I need to get a cool ice cube, like one of those silicon ice cube things. Do you have any like really cool like silicon ice cube designs, or are you just like a square ice cube guy?
I like the convenience of just pressing on the lever.
He's pressing on the lever and out comes things.
But like when we go on our trips, I have this silicone one that like extracts, and you can like. You ever see that? Like when I take it on trips, it's like teal and white.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I do that one just because I don't like
A lot of this.
California water.
Yeah, dude, there's some water that's just nasty.
Yeah.
Nasty.
So I use bottled water into the ice.
And then make your own ice cubes.
Yeah.
But I've seen like some really cool ones, like, you know, like you can have like lightsabers or whatever it was, and yeah, all that sort of stuff. You're not wrong. Gas station food can be very hit or miss. Candy always seems to be pretty good. Like that very rarely goes wrong. Okay, guys, we have our Mobo is ready. I am going to try this with the stock thermal paste. It should cover this IHS completely, so I'm not overly worried about that. But let's give this a go. Ba-boom. Ba-boom. We're gonna get this over here. Okay, there we go. Okay, let's pop this in. Okay. Oh, well, I don't need to lay it down for that. Okay, so it has very clear instructions, Brian. It says, turn the screws and then handle with care. It says pull from here. It's all the way in the back, right? Ooh. Oh, that like, ooh. That's got like a whole, guys, that's got like a whole guide to it. That's nice. Wow, that is real. Look at how That's crazy. Okay, there is a peel on the inside. Let's get this one. Oh, that's really stuck in there. That's some strong, sticky. Ugh. Wow, okay. There we go. Clean the inside of it just to make sure. That's really nice. Like that's crazy. Okay. I just stick it down there, just like sits like completely standing. Okay, so there's our case. It has a couple of ASUS ones. The one thing we did notice, and you want to be a little careful about slipping this, is these are a little questionable. These like feel like they're gonna peel pretty easily. So you just want to be careful about sliding around the case too much. So that's just one thing to be aware of. Let's see, looks like we have a top thing up here, maybe. Okay, that just pops off, so there we go. Easy peasy there. No removable bracket at the top. This one is removable, so if you want to do this and add a couple fans, maybe. Oh yeah, no, this whole bottom comes off here. Oh, there's 3 screws for this. Whoa. Yep, that one's too tight. I'm not strong enough. There we go. 3 screws for that. And then this just pops out. And then you have, okay, so this has got a whole channel of air. It's pulling in air from all of this stuff, but if you wanted to mount the fans down here, you could. Okay, so that comes out, but this just shows you kind of a little bit at the bottom there. Okay, let's take a look at the back together. Boom. Did you see how I did that with pizzazz, Brian? Okay, so we have your standard 3.5 inch. We have some mounts there. So everything is daisy chained, which is kind of nice. It's good. It looks like these are reverse fans, so I don't know what these fans are. It would be nice to have a couple more of these fans. I don't know if you can buy them. There's all your extra. Wow, that is a lot of cabling, dude. All daisy chain, but again, saving some money because you don't have any. So they're not. So it looks like every fan has 2 cables, but they're all daisy chained together. And then you'd have to route. Looking to see where you'd route the other cables here, because this is all solid back here. So even if you were going to do this, okay, you have nope. There's no real place to route this. Maybe here. Okay, so you have a place to route cables from the side. So you could do all of your stuff, put all your cables in, and then have it route out here through the side, which is kind of what they have here. And then they have their RGB stuff and things like that, daisy chained for that. So that's the only place to really kind of route your cables if you wanted to do this. But all in all, like it's not an expensive case. What is the, Blondie, what's the total for this case? What was the actual, yeah. Oh, they're not reverse. What? No, you're right, they're not reverse. What is, this is exhaust? So those are exhaust. I am right? Yeah, you're right, they're not reverse fans. They're intake, they're exhaust. So this case, if you did it, it'd be completely exhaust. It's just gonna pull air from the bottom. Everything is just being pulled in from the bottom. If I did it this way, so airflow is coming from here. So I could set these to intake if I wanted to do that, and then just have exhaust. That'd just be a lot. So this is definitely thinking negative air pressure for that. I'm wondering if that's just how they tested it. Yeah, I don't know. Or you just put 3 fans at the bottom for intake, right? I feel like I think that's the play here, right? Just to help get in there. And then just do 3 intake fans at the bottom. Let me grab some. Let me grab some fans. I don't know if I have any reverse ones though, because you want reverse for the bottom ones. Let me see what we got, guys. Let's see. Let's make this pretty. Make it good. Bum, 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 bum. Do we have any reverse? Because I have these TR120s, but I think they're all, whoa, whoa, whoa. Light up, cooling, illuminated. I don't think they actually make reverse TR120s, do they? Oh, here, yeah, I got some here. 3 reverse. Okay, good. I found some. Okay, guys, we're gonna throw some fans in there. I really feel like doing intake is gonna be the call. Okay. And these should daisy chain nicely into the rest of it and should be fine. There it is. So we're going to throw in a pack of TR120 ASUS TUF fans. Thank you very much for pointing that out there for me, Org. That was, I would have missed that. I just would have assumed that they were reverse. Okay, there's that. And these should, I'll just daisy chain all these together. Hey, okay, so have you hooked it all up yet, Kevin? So this is all gonna go like this. So we wanna do, ooh, okay. Well, I guess we're gonna have to do them up at the top here, because it won't even, I can't even route it underneath. There's no hole. It would be nice if they had like a route hole, but they don't even have that. Okay. We got some peels here. There we go. I think this actually has a hub, but we don't need to use the hub. We'll just wire it all together. Oh, nice. Okay, just got it. We will see. You'd be surprised, right? Because that exhaust would... Oh, I see what you're saying. It might pull it from the side. Yeah, we'll see. That seems like maybe the right thing to do is replace these and just put reverse fans here and do intake on the side, right? And then maybe one intake down at the bottom just for the GPU. I think maybe that's the play, right? Is we just replace these fans, right? And just go reverse here. I'm really surprised those are not those are exhaust, right? They're just basically saying, no, you could swap them around, but they'd be ugly, right? Like that's my point. I don't want ugly fans. Why would you want ugly fans? That'd be terrible. But what I could do is I could literally just, there's one more. I could just put reverse fans here and replace these side fans. And then just do, like, just basically just go without these. So let's grab this and do that. And then we'll do one intake fan at the bottom. There we go. So we'll just get rid of these and put in the other ones, because the back of these fans are going to be not pretty. We can still do the same thing. I mean, dang it. There we go. There we go. Okay, so what I'm doing right now is I'm just taking the time to disconnect all of these, right? And then this one is all wired in here too. Okay, so there's that one. And they do have, like, again, one thing I am seeing is at least they have, like, nice holes for wiring things, which is cool. Come on. Okay, apparently I have to take both fans out to be able to do this. There we go. There we go. And I do like these fans. These TUF fans are actually really good fans. There we go. And one more. Okay, there's that. And then I get undo this. Maybe I'll just go no fans. Maybe that just seems like the right play. No fans. Maybe only fans? No, just kidding. Okay. What I thought was going to be a much simpler build is now leveled up in complication, but it's okay. Got to do it right, right? Like that. In the end, that's the whole point. It's just to make a good build. Ooh, those are tight to get through there. Holy moly! Oh yeah. Okay, there's some fans. Okay, there we go. So there's that. So now what we'll do is we'll go. Let go! Let go of the fan. Okay. So we'll do reverse TUF fans in here. That one went much easier. There we go. There's that one. One more. That one. There we go. Okay. Make sure these are the right direction because we want them to be. There we go. Okay, cool. Okay, that'll be better. And now we have reverse TUF fans. There we go. I think those will look. What do you think, Brian? You think those look good? I like the design of the other ones actually.
Yeah, I like the design more on the other ones, but I also feel like that rear fan is going to have to get swapped out.
Yeah,
it's
it
just
is
too different.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I think we're just gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to go back into the storage closet, and we're gonna have to go completely different fans here. I think you're right, unfortunately.
You were talking about putting one TUF down below, but what if we just used all three of the pre-existing fans down below?
But I'd have to flip them around,
Oh.
so they'd be ugly. Because that would have looked. I agree. If they were all together, that would look cool. But they're all the wrong orientation, unfortunately. Dumb. I mean, like, no, I'm just saying it's dumb that they're not. I would have been better if these were reverse, I think. Now, I didn't test this thermally, guys, so I'm doing an educated guess here that they would have performed worse, but anyway. I could be wrong. And we have no, all we have is like associated data to tell us that this isn't going to be the most, but I know a lot of micro ATX cases have a tendency to do negative pressure and do all exhaust. But I don't have any data to say that that's actually worse or better. There we go. But yeah, I was in the same boat. I was like, we're gonna have to change that rear fan. They all have to look the same. Because I think it would just be awkward if it didn't. There we go. Almost there, guys. Well, you guys are here for a build, right? This is part of the building process, is learning about cases and stuff like that.
So Pyro Genius asks, so reverse fans is the best, or does it depend on the case?
So it's not the reverse fans are the best. They're actually worse from an airflow standpoint. They don't perform as well as their non-reverse counterparts versus if I just flip the fans around. But aesthetically, like they're close enough, and aesthetically, it just looks that much better that it's worth just switching to reverse. And then just making sure that there's enough intake to make sure it all does what it needs to do, if that makes sense. But so a lot of times, like if I flip the other fans around, you wouldn't have any light. It's all like it's just all backwards, right? So this is our way of kind of fixing that. So hopefully that answers your question. Just making sure this is right. I have to go grab a couple more fans here. There we go. Okay, there, those are all sealed up and against each other, and then we're okay. So we got 3 fans in. We're going to need 1 more reverse fan. Okay, so there's that. That looks better, but I think you're right. We're going to have to get rid of this. There we go. There it is. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, 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 boom. There it is. I was like looking for I was like, where's my screwdriver? There we go. 3. There we go. And so I think 1 fan at the bottom just to, well, I feel like maybe, yeah, it's gonna be weird. Because you think it'll be weird to just have 3 fan, like only 1 fan underneath the GPU? Yeah, that's what I thought you'd say. Okay, let's go see what we can do here. Okay, so that takes care of this one. I love that. Okay. Oh, there must be RGB in the case. Okay, so that's those 3 fans out. I need 1 more normal fan. I don't even know if we'll need a fan for the, honestly, for the GPU. I mean, it'd be better, but I don't think it'll be it's necessary.
Are you guys enjoying the music?
Here we go. Okay. Okay, so there's our reverse fans. Just got to put this one back because we don't need it. I think if we have the intake, then we'll be fine. There we go. There's that, and that. Perfect, there's that one. So I don't need those anymore, but I just need 1 more regular fan. I think we'll be fine. And I think one fan has already been taken out of this kit, but yeah. Okay, so this is now we have all of the fans in the right way. So we'll do, and then the other thing too is what we'll normally do. I mean, what I could have done is done the reverse. Ooh. I might do that actually. Hold on. We're gonna change things a little bit. We're gonna do something a little bit different here. I just realized. Let's do this, guys. Just thinking. Put this back. Oh, we're just gonna put a reverse in the back and then do intake in the back, and then feed. It'll be 3 intake, three intake. I think that'll be better. And then we'll have 3 intake, 3 reverse, and then the GPU will be able to get air from this bottom fan, which will be fine. Took all that time to unpack this, and now I'm just going to repack it, re-unpack it. Okay, I'm give them these. And it was this one.
That's right, Figment. We both know that Alex is going to bring it on Friday, next Friday.
Oh yeah, for Halloween?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, he's got so much to choose from for outfits too. It's not fair. It's not fair.
His game is just stronger, is all.
No. Well, yes, but no. I want to fight you on every level. Okay, that was just.
That's what I'm saying. You got to do the Bob Wiley costume.
He really wants me to do the Bob Wiley costume. Which, for those who don't know, it's What About Bob? I'm sure there's some people who have like no idea what we're talking about.
I'm sailing. I'm sailing.
Okay, here we go. Now we're gonna do. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do 3 reverse fans. All are gonna be intake. So we have no exhaust fan here. So the GPU, the CPU, and the AiO is going to get lots of love, and then we'll have 3 intake, 3 reverse. There we go. Oh, you were watching the hype video for the Blue Jays? I was actually a Blue Jays fan before I was a Mariners fan, and now, it's not popular around here, but I'm still, like, I'm sad that they beat the Mariners, like, don't get me wrong, but, like, I'm okay with them. I want them to win over the Dodgers, but now all the Mariners fans are like, I don't. But, I don't know, who do you want to win, Brian?
I don't care anymore.
He's like, I don't care.
Yeah. The MLB is dead to me now. I'm waiting for April, spring training.
Comeback season. I mean, dude, they had a good year. They had a good season.
They had a fantastic year. I guess the only thing now is, like, Cal Raleigh has to get MVP, no questions.
Okay, we're just gonna throw these back there to shrink here. This is good. Okay, guys, now all our fans are switched out. Okay, so now we have intake. We're not gonna play with the bottom ones at all, so we're just gonna put those back. I think they'll be fine because it's overkill on the coolers for these 50 series cards, so it'll be fine. There we go. Somebody said Blue Jays and I live in LA. All good. Okay, that looks good. See, now when all the fans match, Brian, then it's okay, right? Okay, let's get our case in here. Doesn't that look lovely? I mean, sorry, let's get our Mobo in here. They look lovely.
Put a case inside the case.
We're gonna like Inception case. Okay, here we go, guys. Time to start actually building this system now. I spent all that time on fans. Nice little beautiful Mobo, little small Mobo going in here. Making sure, oh, I forgot to peel this. Oh, wow. There we go. Peeled. Okay, there it is. In. Looks good. It's become a very tough build now. It's starting to get cold here now. Like we're actually having to, like I think this is the first week we've actually turned on the heater. Still we still turn on the air conditioning at night though. PSU, HDD, 3.5 inch, 4 Mobo. Wow, thank you can I just say how much I appreciate that they label what the screws are for? It just takes out the guesswork, but this is it right here, 4 MB, which I really appreciate. So, sorry, not everybody does that, and it annoys me, because sometimes I'm wrong, and it's like, they're not always the same. There we go. I also think it's weird that some companies will give you PSUs screws and some won't. It's like literally, are the 4 screws really going to make that big of a difference that you can't?
We need to refresh chat.
Oh, it's just going to new messages, yeah. I like how Blondie likes to flex every time. It's still 107 here. You can still cook an egg outside. Okay, let's get this one in. It's like rainy and cold, and I liked it. It was a nice walk this morning. Tomorrow I got to do a 5K in the rain though, so that's going to be interesting.
Do you still use that Alan Wake 2 punch
Yep.
up?
Oh yeah.
Nice.
So grateful for that thing. Oh, we had a peel right here, guys. I missed. We got a peel right here. Need to get that little thing out there. Yeah. Okay, there it is. There, okay. I think I got them all. Okay, there it is. Peel. I feel like I got a little bit of...
Robey smokes meats.
I do?
Somebody asked if you smoke.
I smoke, I use rollers for my hot dogs. That's what we were talking about.
That's how I roll.
That's how I roll. I do not smoke, nor have I ever smoked. I have smoked a cigar before, like a couple times, and did not enjoy it. But yeah, I've just never been into smoking. I was one of those kids that Dare actually worked on.
Gruff the crime dog.
Yep. Okay, Solus, hopefully you get that go. That's how I roll, hot dogs. I did, at one point in time, I have smoked a cigar. And it just tastes like tar in my mouth. This was like, ooh.
Gross.
And then somebody said, try this one, it's much more expensive. I was like, now it just tastes like expensive tar in my mouth.
Like Tide Pods sound more appealing than cigars. And
That was when I
cigarettes.
did it, was when I first became a dad.
Oh, really?
That's the only time I've ever done it. Like my brother brought it and it was like a whole thing, you know, because you have to do it when maybe you guys didn't do it when you became a father. It was like a tradition, right? Like
I grew up watching cartoons that had like, you know,
yeah.
out in the delivery waiting room, everybody had like 10 cigarettes in their mouth, you know.
Well, not 10. Well, dude, that's a lot. Okay, so we have everything there. It's all looking good. Guys, fortunately now I got to deal with the freaking nightmare that's in the back, right? So I'm gonna start working on that. See if we can figure out here. Yeah, that's joy right there. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do, let's get our front panels connected and then we'll work on the rest of this. Just gonna get all this stuff out of the way and then we'll do the rest here in a second. Okay, so first one we have our HD audio, which is not ketchup. It's got ketchup and mustard, kind of a bummer, but okay. So that's gonna roll down right over here. No BTF to hide it from this time. It's gonna go right here. Oh. Put that in the right place. Yep, there we go. HD audio in, perfect. Next one. This is nice. Unified front panel header, which is good. So I appreciate this. It's gonna make this part easy. It's gonna go right here. All the way over here to the left. There we go. Let me get that lined up in the right way. Okay, perfect. That's in. Next cable. USB 3.2. There it is right there, USB 3.2. So we got that now. And then we're gonna bring this over here. Yep, it's gonna be right there. You got some big gaps in this. No rubber grommets to hide your sins here, guys. And then next one that we got right next is our USB-C. USB-C right there. And then we're gonna move that one in to right here. How we doing mics on YouTube, by the way, guys? There it is. Okay, perfect. So there's all of our front panels. Now we just need to get the rest of the mess kind of under control. It's not as bad now I got the front panels in. So here we go. But there it is. It's all connected. Okay, so this is to the case. So the case has its own RGB too, as well. This is kind of the same thing. Okay, so one of the things they did do is they had a connector for all of these. So okay, so that one we can do like that. Slowly, a little bit at a time, we're gonna take our time and start making this look nice here. It's the right call. Zip tie predictions now live, guys. Okay, I've done one zip tie. Now I need to get a drink of water. It was very stressful, the first one. Blondie, are you gonna do something with the VIP? I noticed that those have been sitting there, so I didn't know if you were doing something with those. Okay. Okay, so now what we need is we need this cable. So this one plugs in. We'll have everything attached to CPU temperature, so I'll want it all off of the same header, which I think will be good. So we'll do this one. This is gonna go right here. We have one more, which is right here, okay. Okay, okay, so we got that. Now, okay, so was that two of them? This is making zero. Oh. So there's that fan. That fan's going in here. Did I do something dumb here? Oh, is there 4? 1, 2. Okay, guys, I gotta do this again because I feel like I messed up here. Okay, so this one is gonna go into the bottom one. That one's gonna go into the bottom one. Okay, there's 1. This one's gonna go into here. That's 2. And then the third one, oh, there's 4. That's why. So this actually will do 4. Okay, the third one will go there. Okay, so now we take this. Let's plug this in. So we have one connection for this, and then we'll worry about RGB. And I can worry about controlling it. Okay, so this one, I have a CPU optional and CPU fan. Do I have and then AiO pump? So I'm going to plug this into CPU optional, which is at the top. Okay, so that takes care of that. Now I'll take all these, and then I'm going to start winding these in. Okay, I got, oh, Blondie? Oh, yeah, I saw that, Blondie, thank you. Appreciate that. Here we go, guys. Now, one thing that we're going to start, there's a couple things we're starting up in November. One thing that we are going to be starting up during these sections where I'm doing like cable management and stuff is we're going to be doing these rate my setup things, right? Just to make this section a little bit more interactive, so to speak. So if you want us to rate your setup, we'll also have some other games and stuff like that that Blondie's going to be planning during these sections just to keep them a little bit more entertaining. Am I moving? Is it? Oh, okay, that was just a nice little hiccup. But just I want to give you guys a heads up on that. And those all start with November, as well as the monthly PC giveaways, which streaks and all those sort of things will go into. So those will be happening starting in November as well. We'll have our first one going up there too. So anyway, I just want to give you guys a heads up on that as we're doing the cable management stuff. Is always like some of my favorite because I get to kind of zone out, but at the same time, it also can be very, is Robey alive? Like what's going on? You know what I mean? This can be very scary. Okay, so here's my thing. I'm going to try and get everything to go into. And I should have, where's my RGB? Okay, I got an RGB right here. Oh, I put this the right way. Perfect. Okay, so now we have our RGB in. Okay, so this is all I can actually start to cable manage this now. I believe I can actually start. I've got everything hooked up, and now it's just about getting this taut. Now, one of the things I'm going to do here on this one is just get it started and pull all the cables the right way, so they're nice and where they need to be, especially this one because it's like there it is. Okay, I want that really tight, and then pull it. And there we go. Okay, so first one is in. Now what we can do, next part is just, now it's all about wiring all these things into each other. Oops. There's that one. Okay. This will start to look much prettier here pretty soon, guys. Just give me some moments. Okay, so this, to make this look good, I'm gonna do this. I think that'll work. It'll look nice, okay? There we go. Gotta get that down and through. It's gonna go in. Would you recommend that or wait for a 5080 Super if I had the cash? So Taco Tuesday, we don't know when the 5080 Supers are going to come in there. And all in all, like I would guess that your first number of months after the 5080 comes out will be quite painful as you wait to try and get one at MSRP. I don't know, it's up to you. Like if there's games that you're going to be needing the additional power for from a 5080 Super, then it might be worth the waiting. But if you are okay with the power that you get from a 5080, which I think is probably the better call here, right? Then I would just get a 5080 now, because right now prices are in a good spot. You know, you can get them at MSRP or better, right? And so that would be my recommendation. I did have this conversation just a few minutes ago with another individual who was asking a similar question here in chat. And just truth be told, there will always be new hardware. You will always have new hardware that will be coming out. And so you can always make the justification to wait. But in terms of prices and stuff, it is really kind of a good time outside of RAM to get hardware right now. So if you can, get it now. Okay, so here's our next one here.
Elsa's a question about recommendations on airflow cases. The new Air 5400. Right?
Oh yeah, dude. The air. If you're okay with spending the money, yes, that is probably one of the. But it's airflow. If you're talking about air cool, that could be different. But airflow, yes, the Air 5400 is pretty much probably the best in terms of just because it's got its own separate chamber for a 360 millimeter AiO. Haven 420 is also very nice. The Haven, the BF 360 is another amazing airflow case. So the good thing is that there's no lack of options. But yeah, Brian's right. If you're looking for like probably our top dog right now, I gotta say, man, that Corsair is pretty dang cool, literally and figuratively. Okay, so now what we're gonna do this one. That one works really well.
Dylan Jenkins, are you looking for like a SFF build? Because he says he has a 5,000 frame but wants to downsize.
Oh, downsizing would be.
There's a lot of cases smaller than a 5,000.
Yeah. Vision Compact is a great case. The temps on that aren't going to be as good as they are on the frame, but the thing is like, for most people, most individuals, almost all cases will work, right? Like, unless you're doing something that's insanely, like, performance critical, like, you don't need more than what you can get in modern cases. Okay, so now I got to figure this part out. This is quite the conundrum of. Okay, what we're working on here is just making sure things are super taut. There we go. There we go. Yeah, I mean, for most people, like, you know, it's like if you have something you like, yeah, the H9 and the H6 are great cases, right? Like, it's like you really. For most individuals, anything is going to be, if you like the look, more than likely it's going to be fine. Except for that ASUS pyramid. That thing is just terrible.
Geometry feature too.
Yeah, model, yeah. Except for those.
They're not all equal difficulty though.
No, that is definitely true. Okay, what I'm working on here is just getting this cleaned up and out of the way here.
curious about the that smaller rig that was powering the sim thing.
The Nook?
at TwitchCon. Well,
Yeah, the
that was
Nook.
like the new Nook.
That was the new Nook. Yeah,
Oh,
we have one on the way.
pretty big.
Yeah. A new Nook, it's on its way. Be here sometime next week. Yeah, for those who don't know, like Nook used to be an Intel only thing, but then they sold the division and they actually sold it to ASUS, who now makes all the Nooks. Which, I mean, you use a Nook like pretty regularly
Well, just
for the one
downstairs.
downstairs. Yeah, but that's still, I mean,
Yeah, it's okay.
well, I mean, it's, yeah.
I guess I'm kind of spoiled because I'm surrounded by 5090s everywhere,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm running this Nook.
Yeah. Wow. He's like, where's my better computer, boss?
But it's a pretty, you know, it's not the biggest desk, so having a smaller Nook is not the worst thing.
Did you hear the contempt in his voice about that?
Contempt or content?
Contempt. You were not content at all. I'd say it was opposite of content. You have a defund Skynet t-shirt? That's pretty funny. I don't even remember if, like, was the government the one who funded Skynet? I thought Skynet wasn't weren't they a private? I think they were private. Okay, this is just the last little bit of RGB. Took some work, guys, but we finally got all of the crazy under control. I'm also trying to do very hard to make sure that the cables aren't going to pop out where they shouldn't be visible. You guys, this Halloween music is very intense.
I'm here for it.
Oh, they have military contract. Okay.
I welcome the change.
Okay. Okay, guys, so we finally have, like, I think everything's kind of now under control, which is great. I'm just going to do one more zip tie down here just to hold this other extra little bit down. I think we'll still have some work that we have to do on the AiO, but this was an important part of getting it done. So most of our RGB is down here at the bottom. I'm going to go ahead and do one more here just to hold this group together and then keep the pressure off of this RGB connection so it doesn't pop open. Some of these I do is specifically so it also helps with keeping connectivity as like it's moved around and stuff like that. So putting a cable here, like one here, will keep this one connected. And so the pressure here on this one, which is great, which is held by that. This one's held in, that one's held in, this one's held in. I just want to make sure that none of these pop out, right? Perfect. All right, there we go, guys. All of our cables are in. And I just need to click them. Click them. From where it was to where it is now, pretty dang clean. Go. And all the RGB is hooked up. And it's in a good place for the AI cooling is the other thing I'm thinking of too. that down for now. Oop, I forgot one. Okay. Now you move on to the next part of this. Yeah, it took some work, right? Oh, I still got another one I missed. I missed one more up at the top too. Oh yeah, jeez. There we go. Looks good. Nice and sealed there. And this should be, with the cables, this should be totally fine. Right, like coming over, and then this will cover some of this, right? Which I think will be nice. But yeah, that looks good. Okay. Okay, next up, guys, AiO time. Thing here for it. Perfect. Okay, whew. I was like a little nervous there. I was like, I think if I stick these here, that'll probably be better than where I've been sticking it. Try something new today, guys. Changing our order. Okay, now. Oh, that's that little plastic thing that I thought I
Not
put.
really a sound you want to hear.
Yeah. What was that? Okay. Okay, build looks good so far. Coming together, which I love. Let him do a little look while I get the AiO out. Looks good. What would you say is the hardest step for today? I think, Kevin, honestly, the hardest step for this build is just all the cable management. And, you know, the RGB, it's like a lot of those things where you don't use unified fan connections and stuff like that just end up being a little bit more of a struggle. But, you know, one thing, and also, like, see how I have, like, no place to hide cables, right? You just want to make sure there's no cables showing as much as you can, right? So we want to make sure that these areas are super clear of any additional cabling if we can, right? So that way when you see through it, it looks like nothing's there. So, yeah. Now, let's start this process, which is getting our, oops. Oh, yeah, there we go. We can scoot this over. Getting this installed, which is already, look, it's already put together, which is nice, which I appreciate. We'll see how the cabling is going to go here in a minute. Luckily, the fans actually match more with the TUF fans, which is good.
That's true.
I'm going to carefully take this off and take the plastic off at the same time. Just to protect the cold plate and everything. There we go. Okay. So for this, it looks like they all daisy chain together. And they're all, this is saying it. So I don't know how they did that or what they did, but yeah, it's only one RGB and one fan connection, which is cool. Nice, I appreciate that. And 149 bucks for this screen is pretty good. Now it's not Warframe Pro good, which is like 80 bucks, but for 60 more dollars, you get a little bit of a nicer thing there. So Okay, so let's undo this. There we go. Okay. So they definitely want this to go this direction. You can always tell because where the cables come out to the fan, so they want it to mount this way, which is fine. We have a little bit of a place to mount that and I think hide it. And then we have a USB also on the AiO as well. So we'll do this. Move that over. Okay. Screwdriver. Just make sure we have everything in reach. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this through here. I guess I could do it through here. Straight through this spot. Oops. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. It's always like the cables always fight me a little bit there. Perfect. So this will look good when we're all said and done, guys. There we go. I should have done this on a screwdriver, but I didn't. I blocked it with my tummy. Tummy defense, guys. Tummy defense. There we go. And in it goes.
You haven't done the AiO song in a while.
I haven't. I have not done the AiO song in a while. You're right. Make sure that this is like not. There we go. Okay. Okay, here we go. Time to get these in. We'll tighten them down once we do that. All the people with stream streaks, guys. By the way, the one thing that Twitch did announce, right, is also that the stream streaks will be able to be, you can also keep them if you miss a stream. You can keep them by watching a cut from a stream. So like when we do like a clip or whatever it was, that works too. So I will see what we can do about making sure we have some clips. There's an AI tool that's coming out pretty soon that should help with that, so we can make sure there's more content there for that stuff too. Okay, there we go. Get that in. These are coming in together nice. I like it. The build, it looks good in there now with the AiO and everything. There we go. Only 2 more screws, and we'll tighten the rest of them up, and then it's get this little bit controlled. I think it'll be nice. I think this build's coming out great. I'm excited to see what it looks like when it's all said and done. That's always the best part, is like just, it's a little bit of a blank canvas at the beginning, and then you kind of like work through things, and then it's always a little bit of a surprise. You're like, oh man, it usually comes out better than I anticipated. Almost every time, which I know sounds weird, but I don't know. It does. It always like it gets. I get excited. I'm like, oh man, that came out so much cleaner than I thought, or whatever it was. So, which is cool. Okay, so let's run this. I want this to make sure that this. Run this one up. Oops, those are not. Those are used. It's the song everybody loves. Everybody loves the song. Dance party. Just want that to stay along the edge there, okay. Okay, that is just to hide, keep the cable hidden. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this is going to go here, Brian, as you can see. So we're going to take, this is from the fans at the AiO. So this is going to go right here to the CPU fan header, right? Because we want that to react specifically when the CPU is in its hottest state, right? Or not doing what it's supposed to be doing. So we make sure it's cool. And then this right here, which is the RGB that comes off of the, this comes off of the fan headers here. I'm just gonna go and run these separate just because there's 3 fans. We've got 3 ARGB headers on this motherboard. So we're just gonna run this one. Let's run it up above with this other one. So that'll give it, that'll split those off and we're not overloading the ARGB header there. Okay, so here's that. Next up, we have our beautiful USB cable for our screen. So that's gonna go right there. Oh, it's right there on the top, huh? It's not even angled. Okay, so now we'll lay this down. We can finish our mounting of our system. Then we'll clean this little bit up and then call it a day. Well, the one thing that's nice is they actually give you a nice little ASUS logo so you know which direction this is supposed to go. First I was like, which direction is it supposed to go? But now I'm very well aware of which direction it's supposed to go.
We're keeping the dot.
Okay. There. That is very clearly, very easy to install actually. It's a little bit, sounds like something from the Haunted Mansion, I'll be honest.
Good to see you, Washleski, in the chat.
Oh, what's up, Kevin? There we go. And one more here. There's that one. This one here. And then this one here. It's looking good. Okay, perfect. Now, let's get this tightened down. It's gonna go even on each side. This one, and then we'll go until it stops. Then we'll manage these little bit of cables. Call it a day. Okay, now we should be able to just go all the way until it's done. Sounds so good. Okay, there we go. There's that one. Yeah, it's looking good, right? There we go, there's that one. Awkward Fat Man and also Eben Show doing good. Thanks for coming in, saying hi. I'm doing well. Just working on getting this build finished. This is great. Hard part's kind of almost done. Like we're at beyond the halfway point. We're just doing the AiO, and then we have the AiO and a little bit of cable management left, but nothing too crazy. We're gonna go ahead and pop this into the AiO pump header right here, and then route these cables through. Where's my 50?
All these people coming out of the woodworks. Where's my money, man? How are you ducking me?
Why they owe you $50? Why do you owe them $50?
I think Braxel started it like a week or two ago. It's just like a running stick. But it always reminds me of the Family Guy where Brian always owes Stewie money. He's like, you got enough money for fake mustaches? He just starts beating him.
I like, it's also, what was it? The one with John Cusack. Where's my $5? The paper boy. Okay. Pulling all these cables down and through here. We'll probably end up wrapping them up here. But I want to get, oops. Like maybe better play here is to go on the inside here. There we go. Where's my $5? Okay. Okay, so now what we're gonna do is we're gonna slowly work this stuff out. Just making sure the front looks good. That's the key part here. Make sure the front looks awesome. So what we're gonna do here is we're just gonna zip tie these so there's no crossover cable, and then we'll worry about managing them from here. Just want a top zip tie here. Let's get it started. Just like that, and then we'll pull them all taut. Just want nothing like popping out. Okay, and then the same thing with this one. We'll pull that one, make that one tight, and then we'll cable manage it from there. There we go. There we go. Yep, perfect. That looks good in the front. So now you're gonna lay it down. Begin the process of just finishing this out once we have it done. And we'll use this top area to kind of cable manage all of the RG, all of the stuff for the AiO here. Have that run through down. One thing I will say I'm very happy about is ASUS gave a ton of cable for the RG, for the USB, which means that you can hide it in with, it doesn't have to run its own route because it's too short, which I actually appreciate. Okay, there's that one. There we go. And here is just about making this look nice. Clean. So we want clean. Yes, we do. I mean, it's usually enabled by default, but if somebody specifically asks for it, yeah, we can. If it's not something we usually check, but it's easy to add. For Battlefield, you mean? Okay, let me route this and get this in. Ugh. Okay, so this is the last connection, Brian. This is the USB for our our AiO screen. So we're gonna look down here at the bottom. It's over here on the left. It's gonna go right here. A real pickle of a time here. There you go. Okay, USB's in. Okay, so now, just gotta finish the job of routing this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to replace some cable ties here because we don't need that many, but we want to make sure that this is nice and routed into it. There we go. We'll cut the extras. Okay. Just to route these back in. Get rid of the ones we don't need anymore.
Oh, we got a pizza pole?
Ooh. Sounds dangerous.
Pineapple train right here.
Okay, so that takes care of that. Now we just need to wrap it into this one. Want it to be part of the larger clump here. There we go. There we go. This one as well. There we go. What's the top option right now?
I'm sure it's in favor of
Not pineapple on
Pineapple.
pizza. Not in favor of pineapple, you mean?
no.
I don't think a
Us
lot of
pineapple
people like
people-
pineapple on pizza. I like pineapple on pizza. I mean,
Yeah.
it depends, right? But like, I don't like pineapple on all pizza, but like on Hawaiian, yeah, I'm all about pineapple on
yeah,
pizza.
a good old traditional like bacon, pineapple. Yeah, that's right. Pineapple is winning.
No, okay, good. It's a rarity. We have a much more sophisticated audience, it would seem. Okay, guys, all of the AiO is plugged in and cable managed back into the case, which is awesome.
My wife likes olives on her pineapple, Hawaiian pizza. Which I'm kind of a take it or leave it. I do like olives, but mostly like
like it on
spaghetti and stuff.
I don't like it on
I
Supreme.
just really don't like green peppers. Not my thing. NVIDIA raid.
What? NVIDIA raid? Wow. How's Jacob doing? Thank you, NVIDIA. That's awesome. Okay, well, we have most of our stuff hooked up now. You guys just came right in time for the GPU, which is weird. That's like oddly timed. And it was not planned by myself and Jacob at all.
He was sniping.
Yeah, he was like, okay, now's the time. So we'll show you guys real quick what build we're putting together because we got a bunch of people from NVIDIA. So welcome NVIDIA folks. We are building the following system right here. So we're checking out the ASUS AP202. We're using a Ryzen 7 9800X3D, the ASUS B850M Plus Wi-Fi, ASUS TUF GeForce RTX 5070 Ti overclock. We have the Corsair MP600, 2TB NVMe drive, G.Skill Triton Z5 Neo RGB 6000 CL28 RAM, ASUS AP202 in black, the Prime LC360 ARGB LCD, and then the RM850E. And then we also threw in some tough fans as well. So there's all of our parts. And then this is where we're at right now. We just got finished with cable management of the build, and now we are literally just about to do the we're just about to do the GPU, and then we're going to do the little screen peel here. And that's the build. Hey, AJ Valdez. Whoa, AJ Valdez. I think we met him at Twitch.
At TwitchCon?
Yeah, TwitchCon. I think he was in one of the people we tested. What's up, AJ? How are you, man? I think you were one of the guys who was in our video that's coming out next week, right? Which is actually pretty awesome. So I believe that's true, right, AJ? Yeah, I was. Okay, awesome. I do recognize you. You are in the video because I just got finished seeing the cut. And here we are, double raid, guys. Welcome everybody to Robeytech. We're just finishing up this build. We're getting ready to throw a GPU in here very, very soon, and then put a PSU in and then test it. And one of the things that we always do when we test it is we test airflow, we show performance, all that sort of stuff, and you get to just kind of enjoy the process. You've missed the most boring part. I think it's entertaining as heck. I think it's like the most entertaining thing ever, but not everybody else feels that way about cable management. And then, because this takes some time, right? Like when you throw the back in here, this is how it looks. What, NVIDIA, AJ, what do you guys think? Like pretty clean here in the back, right? Just so you guys know, I don't know if NVIDIA knows this, but Jacob tried to race me on the stream. Yeah, he tried to race me on the stream, and I came away the winner, just so you know. So there it is, guys, nice and clean. Now we're just gonna throw in our stuff in it. Robeytech is upgrading the motherboard worth it from B650 to X870 for 9950X and RTX 5090 OC. So Tokyo Vibe X, the way we always answer that question is, we verify if you need USB or anything like that. If there's additional things that X870 offers you, that's the way it always comes down to. It's not necessarily that there's something you're going to get out of it. You're going to see a performance increase or anything like that. It's literally just about if it gives you something that you're lacking with your current build, if that makes sense. Okay, guys, it's GPU time. So it's like so good that he rated us now, so that way we can throw in the GPU at the right time. And today we're using the ASUS TUF graphics card, the RTX 5070 Ti. This is their OC model with, we're using a TUF board, TUF GPU, which always makes it easy, so this should look great. Yeah. Inside of the ASUS AP201, or 202, sorry, not the AP201, different case. Let's get this out of the way here real quick. Here comes our thing. I'm glad you guys like it. Okay, here's our GPU. I'm gonna do it like Okay, maybe I'm not. Oh my gosh. You know. Okay, maybe nobody else recognizes that. It's like, I'm holding it like Conan does with his battle axe. It's kind of the same thing. Whoa, this thing is like rough right now. I'm in a rough. Okay, that's why I was stuck on that. Okay, whoo. So take that out, take all these out. Take that out, that out, that out. What do you think about a 34-inch monitor and 24-inch monitor duo for streaming? I've been shown that's actually similar. I actually use a 42 and a 27. So as long I use the 27 in vertical, like is that right? Vertical for me, like it's on its side. So that way I can use it for chat and stuff like that. So totally fine. If you want to even do it sideways, that works too. Because I have a 27, 42, 27, and the 27 is vertical. But 27, that's going to work just fine for streaming. It really just comes down to as long as you're going to be happy with it. Yeah. What's up, Mr. Pastor Dame here in the house? We got NVIDIA, we got Pastor Dame, we got AG Valdez. Hey, Dame, AG Valdez, one of the guys we actually streamed, was actually here. He's here in the chat, right? He's one of the guys who we actually was in our TwitchCon video that is coming out next week, by the way, AJ, on Wednesday. Okay, let us throw this in real quick. Okay, here we go. Okay, just right there. We need 2 slots, right? 2 slots, yeah, 2.5. Yeah. Yeah, you guys are gonna want to check it out. It's out on Wednesday. It'll be on my YouTube channel. And just so you know, Deb just got finished putting in all her feedback, so I'm sure Kyler's like, wait, what? Oh, there we go. Okay, perfect. We got those out. Popping this in. This is gonna look so unified now. Ooh, that looks good. See, that looks good. I like it when you throw it in and it just looks nice. We are gonna have to route that GPU cable. I know I'm probably gonna have to route it underneath, but that looks good. Look at that. We still have some room. That cable will just be able to go right straight through, which is gonna be nice. That looks good, don't you think? And with all the tough stuff too, like the tough, yeah. I think it's gonna be a very pretty build. Okay, so now let's flip it over, throw in our PSU, turn it on. Bob's your uncle. Unless his name's not Bob, then Bob's not your uncle. So. Okay, time for my favorite PSU, the RM850E. It's got cable combs and all that sort of stuff, and really easy to control cables, which is nice. Yeah, hanging tough. Grab a drink. Boom. Feels good. Braxel's like, I have no uncles. I'm sorry, Braxel. Oh yeah, Pastor. It takes a little. It takes a little while to set up. I think because the one that we have is currently in testing, and it took a while to get all the updates and stuff in. Okay. So now all the extra stuff that comes out of it. There we go. Did you see Halo's back? I haven't watched the video yet. Did they show it? Just remember, guys, I worked on Halo. That was, so it's always been back for me. It's part of my roots. It's part of my heritage. My heritage. Oh, they're remaking. Oh, wow. They're remaking CE, huh? That makes sense, though. It was time. It was time. I don't know if people are. They're gonna have to change the MP though. I don't think people I think it's like when you have your rose-colored glasses on, and then you actually will play CE MP. You're like, So they're at like MP like kind of peaked at Halo 3, right? Like I don't know. It'll be interesting. Like as a modern shooter, like what people think of that. I'm excited they're bringing it back though. This is CPU. I only need one. Okay. We need our big cable here. Boom. Don't need this. No SATA. No PCIe. There we go. That's everything. 16 pin. I do like it when we use NVIDIA cards just for the simple fact that you end up with like the amount of cables you need to plug in is less when you're using 16 pin, which is kind of cool. Okay, this is just zip ties, which makes me happy. Whole pack of zip ties. Look at this. It's like opening a Christmas present.
When you know what's inside.
When you know what's inside, yeah. It's what I asked for. I will tell you, I don't think it will not be console exclusive 10-1. CE will come to PlayStation. No doubt about it. Kind of seems like a Sarah Bond thing to do. Okay. There we go. And pop that in there. Ooh, that went in so nice because I have no cables blocking it. Okay, let's pop this up, get it screwed in. Look at that. It's gonna look nice when it's all said and done. This one is getting purple, guys. Purple. I've been waiting to do purple. You guys haven't let me do purple. Today will be purple. Purple and black. Purple! Hey guys, don't forget, if we get 150, then we'll give away a $15 Newegg. So likes are free. Head over to youtube.com/Robeytech. Hit that thumbs up button, guys. Hit that thumbs up button, and we'll unlock a free giveaway. You guys will unlock a giveaway. Purple and black like my wallet. Is that like, are you just saying you're bruised, or like your wallet really is purple and black? There we go. It's getting there. It's getting close to testing. We'll see how it does. Okay, now just to run the cables, as they're called here, because I like to be edgy.
Debonair.
I like to be debonair. Okay, so we're gonna run this underneath. It's gonna come out beautifully, right? Like that. But I'm gonna flip it around because I need to go the other way. Okay, here we go. Watch, here comes Brian. It's like a snake. It's gonna get you. It's getting. Okay, plugging that in right there. There it is, perfect. Then we're gonna pull it as taut as possible. There's some cable combs underneath that, just like that. There, that looks good. Okay, there's that one. Next up, CPU. It's gonna be like a snake, Brian, you ready? It's like a snake. It's spooky. It's a spooky cable. So spooky.
Okay, this one's gonna be kind of hard to plug in.
Now that I just noticed this, it's gonna be a pain in the butt, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh boy. Oh boy. Gotta figure out how to plug that in. It's kind of in a weird, okay, I think I can get, oh boy.
The suspenseful music is kind of like.
It's like making it suspenseful because I have to figure out how to plug this in. The edge of this case is actually quite sharp, okay. Now the question is, for me struggling, it would have just been faster to remove the AiO. I can't tell if I'm lined up. Oh, no, I'm in. Oh, dude, I don't think that would have been faster. I think I did it. That was pretty good, guys. Can we just get a round of applause? Because that was next level magic. Getting that plugged in. Next level magic. Okay, last cable. Easiest one. Comes in right here. Connects just like that. Ugh. Okay, now to make it look good. Okay, here we go. Time to finish the. Oops, sorry about that. Yep. I still got Brian. Brian! This one I'm going to go this way.
Ooh, Kevin's got a joke.
Oh, does he?
A tough dad joke.
He's a dad now, too. You know
Yeah.
when a dad joke becomes a dad joke, when the punchline becomes apparent.
Parent.
Okay, so now what you need to do, you need some longer ones. Longer ones. Okay, here's a longer joke. A longer zip tie. Didn't quite. Keep that straight, and then that's in. This is to make sure this stays taut and straight. There we go. Perfect. Now to do this. One. Get all this stuff clean. Guys, cable management this is like kind of like the final bit, and I will tell you, sometimes this is like the one that you want to kind of skimp on because you're like, I spent all this time, but like this can make or break your, like how your build looks at the end. So I like to just take a little bit of time. I know people want to see the testing, but a little bit of time just to make sure that it has that extra bit of polish, you know? Finish it out the right way. Get it done the right way, you know? Check. Oh, I got to check internal chat apparently.
Kevin's sending it.
Why did the computer refuse to argue? Because it knew things were about to get tough. It knew things were about to get tough, guys. That's from Kevin Wachaleski. who is just a brand new dad. Have you ever cut up? No, I have not. It's that question comes up quite a bit, but I have always been. Luckily, I've just been. I've not had that mispleasure, if that makes sense. So I'm going to do here. Do one more here, and then I'm going to route it through so it's not double. I think it'll look better if it's not double. So I've never actually had the mispleasure of cutting a wire because of that. So now what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this to kind of cover up this other cable, right? So it'll look that much better. We'll use covers. We'll use wires to cover wires is the way.
I don't know that we've actually shattered a glass panel on stream, but we have shattered a glass panel.
Yeah, it hasn't ever happened on stream. I don't even think we've opened one and it's been broken. You know what I mean? Like, I think we've been lucky enough that even all of the ones that we've like opened have been.
There was one time one broke in here. You don't remember that?
I do not. But I'm old.
I forget which case it was. It was like probably 3 or 4 years ago, so long time. But
That's not even real. We
happened.
weren't even
It did
alive
happen.
back then. We weren't even alive back then. It is really raining, guys. Go see if it's got wetness on it. Oh, maybe. It definitely is like windy all of a sudden, huh? Okay. Okay, guys, all of the cables are now in. There we go. Was it pretty bad? Yeah.
no,
Was getting there. Okay, just getting this in. There we go, guys. Nice and clean. How's that look? There it is, all done. There's the build. Looks like a lot of cords. Well, the cords, I mean, I'm trying to make the cords look nice. Okay. Let's put the back on, all that sort of stuff. We're getting ready to do the testing right now. Hold on. Just gonna get all our tools out of the way. Prepare for the next part. Yeah, if I cut a wire, then I blame Brian for it. How are we doing likes on YouTube, guys? Okay. We'll do zip ties here. First, let me throw the back on. I think it goes like this again. Ooh, that popped on, no problem. Not hitting anything though. No, nothing's popped. It's just. There's one clip there that it's not staying in. Ugh. That one, oh, oh, that is, it's at the edge, okay. There we go. There's the build, throw the top on. We'll do our it goes this way. Oh, if it goes that way. I think it goes the other way. There we go. Boom, there it is. It's not hitting anything. It's like there's no cables that it's hitting, which is weird. It's just not setting in all the way. Like it's not even.
Maybe the case got a little bit.
Yeah, maybe. But okay. Okay, here we go, guys. Let's do zip tie count. Okay, here we go. 116 zip ties. Wow. I think it'll be that thing. Thank you very much, Mystery, for the sub. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 5. There's 5 zip ties. There's way more to cable manager than this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 25. Well, I did a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 35. 37. So it was odd, but that's more zip ties. That's been a long time since I've used that many zip ties. 37 zip ties today, guys. There we go. Okay, let's get it all plugged in and ready to go. Okay, this one. That one. That one. Perfect. Next up. There's that one. And the last one. Here is all of the connections. Okay, so we got 2 minutes on the vote there, guys. I'm from the future. How did you know? Looks like people were going in there. NZXT Gamer says 50. Missed it by 1.
We had a pumpkin carving contest thing coming up, didn't we?
Yeah, we do. I don't know how that's going. How's the pumpkin carving thing going, Blondie? I'm glad we didn't do the fans underneath that thing. That would have been pretty rough.
Yeah.
So yeah. How's the front look? It looks clean. It's a little bit up there, but it looks really good, right? Yeah, that's really clean.
Feels like the GPU is like slanted
Down?
Yeah. Is it not?
No.
Like if you stuck a marble on it, it wouldn't roll towards us?
I don't think so. We'd have to get a really small anti-sag bracket. No, it doesn't feel like it's lean. I mean, it could probably lift maybe a little bit. I can see if I have one of those small ones. Do. Where are my anti-sag? Oh, here they are. Yeah, I don't think I have one that's small enough for that. You'd need to buy like almost like a, I don't even know it's adjustable because of how low it is. It doesn't look like it's leaning to me.
Totally is.
No, it looks like it's doing this. It looks like it's going up.
No, I was talking about like higher in the back and then lower in the front.
No, like I'm looking at like even here, right? Like if you look right there, no, I don't think it's leaning at all. Oh, you're not, you have no signal.
Oh, good.
You were showing a whole lot of nothing. Okay, let's fix that, guys. Hold on. Hopefully that fixes it. Okay, here we go. Let's get it turned on though. 3, 2, 1. First time. Oh, look at the light underneath. That's cool. Look at that. That is cool. I like the, I like all the, like it's got lots of color and that's great. Okay, so far so good. Oh, and it's posted. There it is, guys. It is posted. There it is. Okay, let's get into here and make sure that Expo's on and all that sort of stuff, and then get some color in here and go from there. Oh, I should go ahead and put in, I'll put in, well, actually, never mind. I'm just gonna get into it and start the testing thing. Now we won't be able to show, we can try and show airflow, but the case is so heavily tinted. The graphics on it are so, the color of it is so heavily, but I still think it's gonna look great through it. But yeah, it'll be hard to show airflow because you'll pull some air from down here, but we're actually pulling air from the back and the side. Do we have a light that we could put in there, maybe? Oh yeah, we can put that light in there. Just waiting for the Expo to train while we wait. It looks good.
You think it's purple?
It'll look great in purple. We're just waiting for the RAM to train. There it is. It is trained. You want to go back to capture real quick? Okay, so we are trained. We're jumping into the OS now. And we're going to log in. There it is. Let's throw this in here. Display port. It's loading. It's got to do the, wait. It does not have the NVIDIA. Oh, wait, maybe it does. Waiting. There it goes. Okay, cool. I'm going to duplicate displays. There it goes. Okay, keep changes. We're good. You guys can see everything. It's looking great. Make sure display settings are 2560 by 1440. I'll load up Armory Crate. Run our skip once. It's in TUF. Check our update center. Update all. Just gotta wait for this, and then we'll run. We can go while we're doing this. Go to RSync. Everything's there. RFX. We're just gonna do static. Purple. Just get it purple. Look at it. Oh, it's so beautiful. And all of its purple glory. Just gotta let it finish its thing here. Look at that. Look at the purple. Look at the purple. What do you mean? What is the sad look for? That purple looks amazing. Look at that
I
purple.
wouldn't call it sad. When I was thinking about what it could be, I was thinking all white except for the RAM being red, and I thought that would make
That's dumb.
that would be kind of.
That's not purple.
You're right.
I like the purple. The purple looks so good. Aren't you glad it's Friday? It's Blurple. That's right, it's Blurple. So it's updating real quick. I think, let's look at this. Does it have, it doesn't have the AiO isn't showing up, which I think wonder if it's too new, which could be a thing. Like, is it showing anything on the screen? Like, it might need to update and stuff like that,
It
but
says zeros.
it just has zeros right now.
Yeah.
I actually really like the way that the screen looks. But it has the whole the library and all that stuff hasn't done, so it could be one of those things that it just goes here it goes checking for updates, and we just gotta wait. It looks so good. I like it in purple. Purple brings joy. Purple means America. Okay, so it's got the ACE, the AM. Okay, let's hit this one. Then we'll restart. Then I'll put in the feature library. Install the assistant. Then we gotta reboot. And then we can do all the testing. You don't need 2 EPS now. Honestly, unless you're doing LN2 overclocking, you definitely don't need 2 EPS. Okay, settings, let's see what we got here. Still not here. Okay, so we're gonna reboot it now, and then hopefully the GPU will show up. And then we can do our little B-roll and all that sort of stuff. We'll try and show some lighting. It looks super good. I like this build. I think everybody's answer is purple, Blondie. Everybody has set it to purple in the world. Oh, now it's RGB. It's booting quickly. It looks nice. I mean, it's just like all in all, really, really great system. Very happy. Okay, now let's see if the armor crate shows up. If it shows the RGB. Okay, let's go to settings, update center. Check for updates. Still not seeing the GPU yet. Nor is it seeing not seeing the AiO either. Which, I mean, it'll still run fine. It just it won't have any of the screen stuff, but I'm hoping it shows up at a later point. I'll look under once this is done. Nope. Okay, under devices, I see this. I don't see it here either. Huh. This is saying it can't find any Aura Sync devices. let this see if maybe it needs something here. See if it needs something here. Nope, it doesn't need anything there. So that's good. Okay. Okay, so we're just gonna do one more reboot and then we'll call it a day and start our testing. But we gotta run Fan Expert, so we're gonna put this on. Ugh. See how it looks with this. How much you can see it. There we go. Oh, you can probably see the air in there, maybe. With all the lighting. Do the peel here. Sticky. That's very hard. Boom. That is a pretty case, though. That is pretty, though. Huh? Oh. You're back. That looks so good. Man, that is pretty. We'll see if you guys can see the smoke. We'll try. Open it up Armory Crate. I just got to do testing, get the... Looks better. It looks better at my house. Okay, let's check settings. Okay, so everything there looks good. It just the GPU just takes a little while to finally show up after a while. We'll just have to wait. Okay, so let's do Fan Expert. Let the AI thing do its thing, and then we'll run some thermals and see how this thing runs. Okay, here we go. Auto tune. Now it's going to run its testing. Try rebooting, Mystery. Like, just do a refresh. Oh, you're playing WoW right now? That's awesome. I love WoW. I wish I had more time to play it. But it's either play WoW and play nothing else, or play other games and not play WoW. And I have to I want to play more games, right? So that's just kind of the struggle I have. The blurriness makes it sick. Yeah, sometimes it's just like it'll auto fuzz. I've seen that happen. Like it'll auto fuzz for some reason, and then when you refresh, it's all good. I'm glad that did it. Still waiting for the stuff to finish. It's just finishing its testing. We'll turn on the smoke machine. It's on, Brian. Powered, full of smoky. Yeah, I've seen that too, Arhegel. Man, I love the curved case. This process always just takes so, I don't know what it's doing. It feels like it's just sitting there, but it's doing something useful, I'm assuming.
Isn't it just checking it at all the various speeds?
Yeah, probably. I have not, Eben. He is one individual I've not met. I've not had the pleasure of meeting him yet.
Did you see all the photos that they photoshopped that made him look
Yeah, it makes him look super short. And I actually thought he was short. I was like, dang, dude.
There's some good photoshops.
Yeah. Well, right now it's doing its low. So like the rear fan stopped spinning. I think the side spans have stopped spinning. So it's checking. It actually is doing stuff, and this cooling thing works really, really well. Oh, amazing Chiestra. Thank you very much for visiting. It is random in ZXT Gamer, but we haven't hit I don't think we've hit the goal yet. How close are we to 150, or have we hit it? So guys, we only need like 12 more likes, and then we'll do the giveaway. $12 to go. Oh, it's at 99. Spinning back up. There it is. Okay, fan tuning complete. Okay, let's give it a test and see how it does. Cinebench. Open up CPU ID. Accept. So right now our temps are 31. Advanced benchmark, 10 minutes. Starting right now. Ooh, it spun up right away. 67. Oop, 82. Wow. This thing seems to be staying at 82. Okay, it's dropping now. 81. Okay, so it's holding it now. It's actually dropping down. So it takes a little while to spin up. Definitely feel the air coming out of that. Okay, so let's see how airflow is working. I want to see if it's pulling anything from the... Oops. Oh, it's on a constant stream. It's not... Oh, it's blowing it away. It's not pulling any air from there. Okay, how about from the side? So you can see it going there. Both of those fans are going right to the AiO. So that seems fine. Let's check the back fan. Also just right through. The thing that was interesting is I thought it would pull air from the bottom, but not pulling any air from the bottom at all. It's actually blowing it away, which is actually pretty interesting. I think if you put fans down there, you'd probably get some air going in there, but it's only pulling it from the side. Hardware monitor is a separate program, yes. It's called CPU. Just do a Bing search for CPU ID, hardware monitor, and then you can go and take a look. So now even running it, sitting at 82.3. But there it is, guys. There's the build. All done, tested, thermals, all that sort of stuff. We're going to say goodbye to Brian. So it's staying at 81, 82, which is fine. 10 degrees north of cap.
Later, homies.
And there we go, guys. Braxel said bring his $50 next week. Okay, so let's start the giveaway since you guys unlocked it. Blondie, you want to run it? 15, and then let's do whatever you want to do, Blondie. So it looks like temps are not going to be much of an issue. It's going to stick 81, 82. Plenty of headroom for this. Okay, let's go ahead and install. Let's go ahead and install GPU Tweak 3. So we can do some game testing real quick. go. Let's go ahead and install this, and then look out, because we're going to be doing, hey, Dropkick, thank you very much for the sub. We're going to be dropping the giveaway here in just a second. In need of temperance wants to use Brian as the code word. Exclamation point purple. I like it. It's the right, that's the right code word. Exclamation point purple, guys. Okay. Finish. Just waiting for this to finish its install. There we go. All done. Let's restart this. Okay, so thermals were good, right? Like we had, again, all of our, so our side and back are intake, right? And then our top is exhaust. We have an all intake, so plenty of things feeding the CPU air cooler. Just a reminder, as we get ready to finish this out, here's the parts list that we're using today in today's build. We have an Intel, a AMD Ryzen 7 9800X3D, an ASUS B850M Plus Wi-Fi motherboard, the ASUS TUF GeForce RTX 5070Ti OC, the Corsair MP600 Core XT 2TB, G.Skill Triton Z5 Neo RGB 6000 mega transfer. This is CL28, ASUS AP202 black case, and then the ASUS Prime LC360 ARGB LCD, which unfortunately we don't have the software and stuff for, so it looks like you do need some additional software for that. But yeah, that's how the build looks, and that's what we have here. I think it came out great. So let's take a look at gaming temps. Okay, there we go. So let's do one more, just check one more time, maybe Armor Crate showed up. Let's go to settings. I'm hoping that this update center at some point in time. Okay, there it is right there. That's what I was waiting for, so I can finally control the GPU. Turn the OSD here. Check it here, just hit preview. Okay, that all looks like it's showing up, which is great. It's not using GPU usage. Okay, so we're good there. Let this finish. Okay, there it is, it's done. Aura Sync. And the tough thing should now be purple here pretty soon. There we go. Look at all of it. It's all there. R effects, and we'll go to purple. Select all. RFX purple. There we go. Now it's all set. Perfect. And then now we can open up Steam. And then give this Steam settings, library, ready to play off. There we go. Let's give it a go. Let's check this out. Make sure it's good. Okay. Continue that account. And let's see how Cyberpunk runs. And this will give you gaming temps. This will give you gaming temps. You'll see just gaming performance. And then final part. I love the underglow of the build. Like just with that little bit, that just look at, man, it's just a sick looking build. I really love the look of it. It looks so good. There we go. Just waiting for the game to load. There we go. Okay, love it. Take a look here. Go to settings, video, 2560 by 1440, perfect. Ray tracing ultra, transformer, we'll change it to balanced. And then we'll give it a run of benchmarks. CPU staying at 63. I jumped up to 75 there as it loads. And there it goes, back into the 70s. So 60, 56 on the GPU, which is no problem. 61 on the CPU. 104 frames per second on our 1440p with Ray Tracing Ultra. It's just, yeah, it's just streaming through. Oh, the audio. I forgot about this. It's this. Hold on. It does this sometimes. Hold on. There you go. It should go away. And there you go, guys. 71. It's at 1440p. So 1440p, 108 frames per second. We were running DLSS, no multi-frame gen. This is just normal stuff, and then showing you the temps and everything else. This is a great way to show just average game performance, again, with a great title, and at the same time also just show you what CPU and GPU is going to be like under load. I'm not entirely sure if this is representative of final because, again, we don't have the drivers for the AiO. So the AiO, the fans are doing what it needs. I just don't know with a pump and everything else. I'm assuming it's all working the way that it needs to because the USB is probably just for the screen, etc. So patch tracing, I can do patch tracing. That's if you want to. So we'll do ray tracing, overdrive. We'll do transformer model, change it to balanced. And we don't have frame generation on. And it should still be 70, 80 frames per second. So this is with patch tracing. So this is going to be harder on the GPU. Yeah, like I said, 70, 80 frames per second. So 70. So again, still north of 60, 1440p with path tracing. Which means this is the perfect perfect place where MFG works because your base is 60 north, which means that you feel like you're playing 60. But if you turn on MFG now, you'll get 150, 170 frames per second, and it'll feel beautiful, right? Because you know that base frame rate is at 60, which is what you want. Yeah, 5070 Ti is a great card. Molex GT Beakerman. There you go, right there. 80. So it was like 74, right? And then just for fun, because we have it, turn on frame gen, apply. Then we have to restart. Okay, so we'll go here. I think it's still there. It should be fine. Settings, video, graphics. It's on. Okay, so I gotta completely restart to do the multi-frame. One more time. This is at 1440p. So yeah, with DLSS, 4K would be terrible. This is not a 4K card. The 5070 Ti is not 4K. I mean, you could still game it 4K and it would be fine not with path tracing though. That's why I always like if you're gonna do 1440p, if you're gonna do 5070 Ti, do 5070 Ti at 1440p. Okay, settings, graphics. So we'll do multi-frame gen 4. So it's on balanced. Just to show you, I'm on ray tracing overdrive. We're gonna change it to balanced. And there it is. This is 4x with texture print. And then here we go. Now just to show you, this is with path tracing. 1080p would look fine, but you're not using the GPU at that point in time. That's where you're gonna get the 9800X3Ds, the usefulness. But 1080p is just not a resolution. If you have a high-end GPU and CPU, 1080p is just not the resolution you want to play at. So there you go, 200 plus frames per second with multi-frame gen. Now remember, this would feel like 60, you know what I mean? So it would be smooth, you'd have all the stuff, but at 212, you're just doing really, really 12. So it's gonna be buttery smooth, and you know the game is going to feel great too because it's north of 60. So multi-frame gen works really, really well for things like this. And that's both on Radeon and also on NVIDIA. Those CPU and GPU temps are doing great. 64, 62, yeah. Some of that micro stutter is just through, remember guys, the micro stutter is you're seeing something shown on screen at 200 plus FPS, and then it's then being streamed to you at 60, at 60 FPS. There is a lot of transcoding going to you right now between what you're seeing on my screen and what you're seeing on your screen. Okay, to be clear, hold on, I'll show you. Let's just do it. So you can go let's do 3840 by 2160. I forgot, I gotta change the base resolution. Oh, actually it's not true, hold on, settings. And then go to full screen. I don't know if I can hit it. Oh, guys, okay. Okay, I gotta change my base resolution. Okay. Okay, exit. There we go. We'll put it at 4K. You can game at 4K. You just can't. There are limitations at 4K. Right? It's it's like a console. Consoles can game at 4K, but their render resolutions, their base resolutions, and what they can show. This will outdo a console at 4K every day of the week. But here, I'll show you. Here we go. Just for fun, because we still have a little bit of time. Let's go to display settings, go to 3840 by 2160. And you can run, you'll see, I can run with DLSS, keep changes. So I'm going to hit play. Play. So if you run DLSS at 4K on a 5070 Ti with ray tracing on Ultra, right, it'll be fine. Path tracing you will not do at 4K. Okay, so going in here, settings. So do settings, let's go to video. Go up to 38, there we go, we're now at 4K. Graphics, we're gonna go to turn frame gen off. Okay, now so we'll do ray tracing ultra. We're gonna go to DLSS transform, we're gonna go to performance. And this will run just fine. I believe. I don't remember off the top of my head, but I think you're going to get right around what you were seeing with path tracing, around 60 to 70, maybe 70 to 80 FPS. Yeah, so there you go. This is 4K ray tracing ultra. You're getting 70 FPS. You will not be able to do path tracing, but you can do 4K high graphic gaming if you're using super sampling. You will not be able to do native, but you can do with this in. Yeah, Evan, this would be great at streaming on Twitch. This is I would change the CPU. I would go to a 9700X. Ashwarm, she's either holding you back or she's propping you up, buddy. The only way to think of it. And there you go, 74, 75 frames per second. So you're gonna get, again, this is definitely playable at 4K. So, yeah, the thing is for me, it's like, I don't think of the 5070 Ti, like again, your lifespan of this card, when you're pushing these kind of games, like Witcher 4 or whatever it was, your lifespan will be less than it would be if you ran it at 1440p. I run the 5070 Ti and the 5080 at 1440p. The only card that I play 4K gaming on is a 5090 for native 4K gaming. You could, but Braxel, you have a 1440p monitor, right? I mean, you could, but again, you want to play at 1440p. Like this system is going to last way longer at 1440p. 1440p is the ideal resolution for this tech. Hey, what's up, DePoets? Anyway, guys, that is it for the build. I'm sure Battlefield would run fine. You could run fine. And Battlefield does auto detect at 4K, so you'd be fine. And it would look great. So. Anyway, guys, that is it for the build. Congratulations to our winner. Build came out great. I think it was beautiful. Performed well. Yeah, it was awesome. So everybody say hi to DePoets. DePoets, I'm not leaving you because I don't love you. I'm just leaving you because the stream's over, dude. So anyway, guys, we are back on Monday for a Haven BF320 build, I think is what we're doing on Monday. So that's going to be a super fun stream. Plus, we have another ASUS build next week. And let me see. I don't remember what the third one. There's 3 builds next week. Plus, we have gaming on Tuesday. We have keyboards and gaming on Tuesday with Corsair. We're going to be streaming on the Corsair Twitch channel again. We're going to be building a more budget-friendly Maker 75, and we're going to be starting the Battlefield campaign. So that's going to be happening on Tuesday. And then Thursday, I believe we still have Amazon Live, so we're waiting for that. So should be absolutely awesome. Anyway, guys, have an absolutely amazing rest of your weekend, and we'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys!